Sergeant at Arms, advance the colors. Johnson, and Flight Corporal Malik Delgade Juma. In our audience are Olds Mayor Judy Dahl, Sergeant Joe Sangster of the RCMP.
In World War I and World War II, we recognize instantly where they're going out and they're coming in from this time forward and forevermore.
First and Second World War and the Korean War. As head H, Allwart AD, Allison HK, and
We are gathered today to honor the sacrifice made by our fathers and grandfathers. So we remember Warrant Officer Vincent and Corporal Cirillo in a special way and pray for them and their families and friends. Yet his shocking murder as he stood on sentry duty at the National War Memorial, the unforgettable image of him lying on the granite directly alongside his First World War comrade inside the tomb of the unknown soldier has vividly linked past and present. The unknown soldier's remains were brought to Ottawa in May of 2000 from an unmarked Canadian grave not far from Vimy in France. Two fallen soldiers lying side by side at the National War Memorial. one probably from a heralded battle in our nation's history, and one from our time. Nathan Cirillo's death is a tragedy, but Corporal Cirillo now speaks to Canadians in a way the unknown soldier can't, by allowing those of us with little or no connection to war to know, if only in some small way, what the killing of a Canadian soldier feels like, how it sucked the very air from our lungs upon hearing the awful news and witnessing those reports. This year, more than ever, our understanding of loss and the need for memory will be real. I would only add this to the reporter's words. It is vitally important that we never forget to honor the unknown soldier and his 18,000 comrades whose graves are unmarked, whose bodies were never identified, their sacrifices recalled by the simple words, missing and presumed dead. And they, along with the thousands whose names are inscribed on tombs and memorials across our country, challenge us all to continue these ceremonies in wartime and in peacetime, to honor them and to remind ourselves that not one of them died in vain. Each one of them helped to preserve our freedom. I chose the scripture reading I shared with you from Matthew's Gospel for a few reasons. For one, I read it last on July 17th, 2006, at the funeral of a 21-year-old soldier who had died in a firefight in Afghanistan just 8 days before. This reading was chosen by his family because it spoke to their hearts in their time of sorrow and loss. But mostly I selected it because I believe these words from Jesus' Sermon on the Mount speak to the hearts of all human beings and give us an inspiration for our lives. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed among us are the peacemakers. And blessed too are those who are merciful. We are all blessed if we can think of others first, as our veterans did, and offer ourselves in service to those in need. The words of Scripture and the actions of the brave men and women we honor today have the power to inspire us all. For us, it is important that we not only remember the names, but that we tell their stories to our children, to our grandchildren. We know that there was a cost, and not simply in lives lost. And so we honor those who served, and those who died for us and for Canada.
Thank you.